Yo, what's going on? Welcome to another episode of Cut the Chat. Today is Cut the Chat with a difference. We shouldn't say live because when you hear this will be recorded already. But we are actually right now in Burbank, LA, California.
Yeah, baby.
We've been here for Grammy weekend. A lot has gone down. Everyone's here except Damon, unfortunately. He's in
He must have mad FOMO though. To be honest with you, if I was him, I'd be fuming.
Yeah.
I'll be fuming, I'm not going to lie. It is what it is.
What are the highlights? Do you know, let's introduce the rest of the man then.
For sure.
So we're joined by Nicky. Hello, Cut the Chat.
Don't know.
Are we sharing a mic? We didn't have enough
I'm
mic.
here with the boys. Had a lovely weekend.
Been good in it?
Been amazing.
Been amazing.
Thank you, Ace, for your hospitality.
I thank you lot, man.
Thank you, Femi, for inviting me. It's been an amazing journey.
There you go.
So many stories to tell, so many stories that we can't tell. So yeah, we're here, Cut the Chat, Hollywood,
Done.
LA.
Who else we got?
And
here?
then to my right, we've got the...
Ricardo Williams.
Hear the voice though.
You see it there?
See it.
Give me a little something.
How much you gonna pay me? How much you gonna
I
pay
love
me?
that. He said, how much you gonna
How
pay
much
me?
you gonna pay me? You gotta drop at least
How many
grand.
bags?
You must need a little ad-lib or something.
You
Cut
get,
the Chat.
What about... Well, I'll start something and then you finish it, yeah?
I'm alright, you know.
I'll make love to you like you want me
Don't do that.
Don't do it.
I'm joking.
Nicky, bust the bottle though. We've got a bottle of champagne. We just want to
Celebrate.
We want to celebrate,
Yeah.
being alive and being able to come to LA, have meetings, go to interesting parties, I just feel we're progressing, man. It's January, it's 2020, and already we're making moves. So we thank God
mad.
for this. So we should pop a bottle of Moet Rosé just to celebrate that. This might be a new thing on Cut the Chat. Just popping bottles. Nicky does it silently.
There you
See,
go.
that man been popping.
There you go.
Professional.
That man been doing it.
The funny thing about this trip is, 2 weeks ago, I was going on my own. Actually, no, Rick was always coming. Because I came to LA this weekend last year, Grammy weekend last year, and I made so many amazing connections and friends out here, and I just saw what was going on. I found it very inspiring to be in LA at this time of year.
Nicky just
So,
splashed the
all
champagne.
over his boogers. So I was like, yo, I'm definitely coming back this year. So I booked it, and then I think I just mentioned it off the back of a Cut the Chat episode. And then I just had a whole squad.
We made it happen,
We
man.
made it happen.
Entourage.
It was amazing.
Entourage.
I've liked going around LA though with my squad. We had one big meeting the other day, me and Nicky, and we went with Olu, who's on camera, and Little Man, and it was just I just feel like the Americans respect it more when you move as a team, when you move as a unit, when when you're rolling, do you know what I mean? If it's just you by yourself looking doe-eyed like Bambi, it's they don't get it. Whereas when you're
Also, it's good for your confidence as
Yeah,
well. When you've got people around you that
you
you...
roll with beer man in the UK like that. You can't even take loads of man to the meetings in the UK like that. They won't even let you in.
whereas
That's the funny thing. I thought we weren't getting into nothing. If we, us rolling 6 deep, I was like, we ain't getting into nothing. We got into everything. We actually got into everything.
We did well, man. We
did very, very well, man.
By the way, can I just say, guys, let's not cheers with these glasses. They're mad thin.
Fragile.
They're mad thin. I was washing up and one snapped. No, one snapped. I had to leave it in there. The thing, a little circle popped out.
Oh wow.
Are we going to have to pay for that, innit? Are we going to have to pay
No,
for that?
but
We'll have
they
to hide
can't
it.
charge for a glass. Just throw it away. They won't know it wasn't never there. That's
Okay.
it.
Should we start day one? What do we do day one? Day one. We got it Thursday. We can't even remember.
What day did we get it?
We got it on Thursday.
Oh, we did get it on a Thursday. What
Yeah.
day is it today?
Today's Monday.
I can't remember.
We
what
are
did.
confused. That's how much alcohol has been consumed, guys.
No, Monday.
Time difference.
Cheers, lads.
Yeah, the
I
time
think
difference.
cheers to more
life,
to
to
2020 to more success.
More life.
Rest in to Kobe Bryant.
Oh, Kobe, man.
To Kobe.
That's the next story.
I feel like the Kobe thing that kind of really affected yesterday because we might as well start backwards because I remember when we got the news initially because it was just on TMZ, I didn't believe it. I just refused for it to be true. But these people knew Michael Jackson was dead before he was dead, and same for Prince. So it was inevitable that they got it right, and it was just heartbreaking, man. And it's one of the greatest sportsmen to ever live. So. and the day before we're in Calabasas as well, and we're driving. We're like, "Rah, boy, this is where all the rich people live." You know,
It was a conversation like, this is where I want to live.
I want to live.
This
You
is where
know?
I want to live.
And
It was
so,
beautiful.
You know, here we are, man. But God bless his soul. God bless his daughter's soul, and everyone that was on that helicopter. And I pray that, you know, there's no way the family can fully recover, but I pray that God comforts them as well.
It's nuts to be in LA when this has happened as well,
I know,
because
it's
obviously
crazy, innit?
he's synonymous with the city, and yeah, for him to pass away on the day of the Grammys or the night before the Grammys is just mad. It was just like, we knew that it was going to change the vibe of the city. We've seen a lot of people that congregate, and we was out. Where was we?
Melrose.
On Melrose. And there's like a big Kobe memorial. What's it called? Mural. There you go, not memorial. Mural. And loads of people taking pictures by it. Loads of flowers, basketballs. Yeah, it's very strange. It's kind of eerie as well, man. And just like Femi said, something that I think I was the first one to see it in the morning.
Yeah.
And then I poked my head out the door and I was like, do you know that Kobe's dead? And no one believed it. So everyone's just on their phone checking it out, like looking at various different sites and that. And it's just mad. It's touched a lot of people, man. It has touched a lot of people. So rest in peace to Kobe Bryant for sure, and everybody else that was on the helicopter.
Rest in peace, man. Rest in peace. So yeah, what did we do on Thursday though? I feel like we didn't do nothing now.
We went out straight away.
Is that the burner day?
No, we went to the Dreamville.
We went to that
Dreamville day was nice.
Dreamville, and that was a great
party.
start.
That was a
great start.
Strong start, the Dreamville. The Dreamville was like a very, very strong start, man. Like, I just feel...
That's the night I got drunk, the first night.
Oh yeah, but Nicky did this one where he was just buying bottles, like drinks for himself at the bar and not busting a man then. we all did one round, yeah, and backed the drink, but then Nicky was at the bar just backing bare different
I wasn't
drinks.
sure of the prices, so I had to check it out for myself.
But the rounds were steep in there, boy.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna lie, boy.
come on, cuz.
Was that Delilah's? Is it Delilah's?
Delilah's, yeah, Delilah's.
That's where we were, yeah.
And then talk to them about the girl that was giving out the traders.
It was actually a good vibe. Actually, I found myself in the back room, like a secret back room that I don't think we were invited. But obviously, I think the English Cockney accent was working brilliant. It works well, amazing. So anyone that's thinking about coming out here, definitely play on it.
Be posh or Cockney.
Yeah, posh or Cockney, and you're opening doors. Honestly, this as you'll find out later on in the podcast, this accent's got us through and got us some certain places we thought we had failed.
Re-up on your EastEnders, basically.
Yeah, definitely.
Re-up on
or
your
Only
EastEnders.
Fools and Horses.
Oh, yeah,
you killed
yeah,
it.
yeah,
You
yeah.
killed it with
Only
Only
Fools
Fools
and
and
Horses.
Horses.
That goes straight.
Goes
That
all
goes
the way.
straight in, yeah.
But I found myself in the back room, and there were industry people in it, and they were giving out free Pumas bottles of brandy. And obviously I was there giving it I'm a bit of an industry person myself, giving it large, trying to fit in.
Tell them about the bit where you said you're an artist.
Yeah, she said, oh no, these the giveaways are only for the artists. And I told her, yeah, give me a pen and I'll draw. 'Cause I'm a creative, and I almost got my hands on a pair of Pumas. To be honest with you,
And then we came and kind of ruined it.
all the man them bars in, I thought, oh man, they're gonna blow my cover. And sure to right, they did blow my cover.
100%.
Do you know what I mean?
To be fair, I came and ruined it. I was on one. I was like, do you know who I am? I'm kind of like a big deal.
Yeah,
We got
Came true.
no shoes.
No shoes, nothing, no Pumas.
Zero shoes.
But the Pumas were kind of live. You know what? I wouldn't wear them, but they were a decent souvenir. They were like yellow, and then I had
yellow,
Dreamville at the back,
Yeah.
and it was like Puma suedes, but with Dreamville on it. So
Oh.
you could have probably sold it for decent money in a few years, but didn't get one anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
Shout out to Dreamfield for having us.
Shout out to Dreamville.
We got to Deputy, my guy. Ari Lennox as well. We linked up with.
Yeah,
as
we
well.
linked up with Ari Lennox. What's her name was there? Kalani. We didn't speak to her though.
We got Irene.
They got Irene. She made that lit though.
We got Irene. Who else have we bumped into? London,
Yeah, well, London we bumped into at that party as well.
Jordan. Quite a lot of people from the UK are here. So it's like a kind of a UK unit. Everybody's linking up.
I mean, like, we've been to a
Messaging
few...
you.
No, but we've been to a few places and just bumped into people. So, like, the next day... So, we did the Dreamville party. That was good. The BET one we're late for. It looked very hood. What did the girl say?
What happened?
So, as we were walking into the party, she was like, "Yo, at least nobody got shot tonight." I was here last night. Somebody got shot. I was like, "Was that last time I was here? Somebody got shot." We was like, "Raw, we are in the
We need
wrong
to get
place.
out.
We need to get
And
out."
so
of
the
here."
Dreamville thing, man was a bit tense going in.
Yeah, it was a
But then but then everyone relaxed and it was like we were shocking out and just having a good time. And then what did we do the next day
Next
was
night
Burner.
Boy. Yeah, we went to Burna Boy had a pre-Grammy party to celebrate being nominated for the Grammys, which he didn't win, unfortunately. But we got to him. Everybody, that party for me just showed how much UK people was in there. Like, we should try and list everybody that was in there. So obviously us, Georgia Smith, Shaka, Angel, Bashi, Buck,
Twin,
Irene,
Adex,
What's his
H's manager,
Jazz Caris,
Maverick
Sabre.
What's his name?
Who?
The
Jadena's not from the
Black
UK.
Grape.
Black
Old
Grape.
school Black Grape.
Governor B.
Governor B. Bare of us was in there. It was mad.
Yeah.
Like,
It was a big link
it was
up.
a
It
lot.
felt like I was in N
It
still.
was a huge link up.
We got all the people from behind the scenes as well. I can't remember all their names, but like like the UK managers and record label people. Sam, like there was a few other people from Warner and Atlantic there as well from the UK. So big them up.
It was a vibe.
Does this happen every year?
They weren't having it.
For about an hour.
The door was mad. Ricardo, tell them about the door.
Oh,
No. Tell them about the door. No,
I was
let Ricardo-
proper stiff about the door, so we was outside for 45 minutes. There was like 4 lines. Securities weren't letting them know, and there was a VIP line. And when we bust the line, they weren't even checking names. They were just letting people in.
Yeah.
It's like, what was the point?
Yeah,
It was mad. It was
And
mad.
it wasn't packed.
It wasn't. We got in there, it was empty.
They
And
held
then
back the
Lee
door for so
found
long.
the magic door.
Yeah, that was a violation as far as I'm concerned. So basically, the club next door, if you'd went in there was no queue to get in there, and basically, if you went to the toilet, you can go through another door, and it takes you into that club. So we were wasting all our time trying to get in through one door, and we could have got in through the next door. But we move.
That's what we move.
We move.
This episode should be called "We Move."
And then, yes,
we move. And then we went to McDonald's afterwards.
No, you lot are skipping the
Anything
party.
else?
Very
Anything
good.
else?
Wait, you're
Anything else?
Oh, bro, you're
Anything
skipped
else?
a lot. You skipped
Go
a
back to the party.
bro.
Go back to the party.
Burner
Anything
turned
else?
up. Who else was there? There was a model inside. What was the model's name
Naomi
again?
Campbell was in
Okay,
there.
yeah.
Man said there was a model.
A model.
The only model. The only black
yeah.
model we acknowledge, like,
So-
along with Jordan Dunn.
So, yeah, Burner was there. He
Now,
put.
let me guess this up.
Yeah.
So basically, Burner sees Femi and Nicky and starts losing his shit. Burner Boy.
I was shocked
A
still.
whole Burner Boy. He was like, yo, you man. He was so and I was like, Rob, Femi must know him. Like, it must be a Nigerian link up. They're from the same village or something. like, it must be one of them things. Femi's like, no, I've never met him before. Like, Burner Boy was a legit fan of you two.
Yeah, I was
Like,
surprised.
how did
man.
that feel, man?
You know
Like,
what? It was like, it was sometimes, when you meet people, I've experienced it a few times in Nigeria. Like, and in America a few times. With Nigerians and the Americans, they show mad love. In the UK, people play it down, or they act like they've never seen you before. They like, you know what I mean? Whereas like a few times, the way Burner was, like, what you said it the best. It was like, if I met Will Smith,
It's like you lot knew
it's
each
like
other.
if I met Will Smith, or like we had a relationship, like, I remember I was with Anthony Joshua the other day, when we bumped into him in the club as well, and he was going crazy. Oh, Big Femi, what's going on? I'm like, I'm not Big Femi, you're Big Femi. I'm definitely small Femi. You are definitely the big one. And my friend was like, oh, do you know him? Are you close friends? I'm like, no, like, we're not really that close. I've seen him, like, we talk, we used to go to the same barber shop and that. But it's like, there's some people, they just embrace you and they acknowledge, like, the work that you put in. So yeah, it was nice to link up with him and have a chat and, sort of chop it up about the Intent Free, which is a vision that we've had already, that he was pitching back to us. It was something that we wanted to do anyway. So it's like, and I remember before me and Nicky were talking and like, I was like, boy, it's a bit mad, innit? Like, we should get my man. And before you know it, you're having that conversation and it's a legit thing that's gonna happen. And like, we've exchanged details and we're wrapping it up and, it's gonna happen 2021 by God's grace.
I think that's the thing I like about LA, and this is not even an advert. I'm not being paid to say this. Is I think this is a town when the stars kind of align for you. Like, you might have a vision, and you might not know the person to link you to that vision, or like you might not have an opportunity to meet a certain person, but for some strange reason here it just happens. Like, later on that night, me and Rick were in the studio with Lucky Day and Buddy. Like, it's just.
How was that?
It was mad. It was
mad.
surreal.
Yeah.
It was surreal. You're just standing there like, this is crazy. Like, you can't imagine yourself in these types of rooms back home. You know what I mean? The levels that you'd have to go through and the hoops you'd have to jump through just to even be like in the same studio, let alone in the same room.
It was crazy because
Nicky was killing me. Nicky was like, where they gone? Studio.
it's like 4 in the morning.
Nicky was like,
Yeah.
4 in the morning. I'm like, yeah, they gone studio, man. Like, he was like, they're not gone studio. I'm like, why would they lie? I'm like, why would, like, because my thing is all like that. We've got this thing, yeah, as humans, we default to the truth. So if someone told you something, we just automatically believe them. That's our instinct normally as humans, yeah. And then I started to question myself, like, maybe they didn't go studio. Like,
But do you know what I respect the most though? Is like there's no any timing. When it's time to move, it's time to move.
You get the
I
call,
respect
you get
that.
the
You know what I'm
call,
saying?
and you make moves.
We was out partying, we was drinking, we came back. It was 4 a.m. in the morning, and you lot decided like you're going to studio. I think that's very important. Like a testimony of like when you're meant to go, you're just meant to go,
innit?
innit? You just go. Don't wait around for anything. And I respect that still. Mad.
And then the next day we slept. We had a meeting in Malibu, so that was when we drove to Malibu. It was an hour drive. It was long, but it was a beautiful place, man. I'd go there. Like if I come to LA with my family, probably spend a few days in a hotel there because it's like it was lit, wasn't it?
Yeah. It's probably the best looking place out here that we've been to, isn't it?
In terms
Especially
of like,
driving.
yeah, in terms of like when you drive through the mountains, and then you arrive at the beach. It reminds me a lot of Cape Town. There was like when I was in Cape Town, in order to get to the beach, you had to drive through these mountains as well in the same way, and then like. And you're like zigzagging through these mountains and you're a bit nervous that, like man's on a mountain, bruv. And then next thing, you're in this beautiful beach. So yeah, it was nice. And then we went to Malibu House, like Soho House, which is like the most exclusive Soho House in the world. So yeah, so we had
The meeting was really good. I don't want to say too much. I don't want to put out nobody's names and stuff. But big up to that person for giving us their time. You know, they're very powerful and like they spent 2 hours, 3 hours.
It was about 3 hours.
3 hours just giving us knowledge and like.
And these lot discovered picantes. Was that the day you lot discovered picantes?
Yeah,
was
picantes.
amazing.
Oh my God, that's the drink. Big up Jess for that, man. Trust me, she's been telling me to drink those drinks for a long time. But picantes is just, it's like, what did you say? It's like sorrow. It's like soul.
Yeah,
it's like soul.
It's like a sorrow, boy.
Basically sorrow.
Alcoholic sorrow.
Alcoholic soul. Yeah, it's
got
a
that
way.
feeling. It's got that aftertaste that just makes your lips pulsate.
Okay.
Well, maybe for me, but my lips are throbbing after that juice, boy. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, it gets you waved.
What are you saying? You're ready to lip something?
What? Throbbing.
Where did we go after that? We went somewhere after.
No,
that.
we slept, bro.
We came and slept.
We were supposed to go out.
Did we not go out?
No, there was an
We did
event.
go out.
That was the day that was
We
a
didn't
washout.
go out.
Nah.
We slept.
There was one night when
We went to
stayed there.
Burger King and then came back home.
Yeah, we were at Burger King. Yeah.
So like that night, we were supposed. There was a party for us to go to. I can't remember what it
What was
was.
that? That was on the
Was
bullet.
that
Was that?
Sony or Universal?
It was a Sony. No, it was an Island Records party.
Island Records, yeah.
It was an Island. Big up Darkus and the team at Island. Big up Latrice for sorting out the list and everything. But we didn't use it because we fell asleep. Like we slept till about.
The time difference has been hurting.
Yeah, we slept till about 1.
Yeah.
It was about 1 o'clock. We slept till about 1 o'clock. And then what did we end up doing? What did we end up doing at 1 o'clock? I was like, everyone, let's go.
Oh,
No
we
one
went-
wanted to
do you
go
know
out.
what? We went out. We tried to go out.
Yeah, no one wanted
And
to
there
go
was
out.
there was a lot of driving around. We went.
We went to Los Globos.
Yeah.
Was that Los Globos?
Yeah, Los
Okay,
Globos.
Yeah,
For
And
yeah.
that Shabba party.
Yeah, and I left the door.
No, you left the car
Left the
on.
car
I left the
engine
car
on.
on.
The engine on. Ricardo's like, oh my
We
God.
walked back over to the
My
car.
red
and
one.
No. That's the thing.
purring.
Oli was like, Femi, why is the car like?
Left
Why is
the
the light
whole
of the
engine
car
on.
still on? Everything was still on, just running.
Just running.
It's mad.
Yeah.
Not for that long though, for like 2-3 minutes, and then I ran back, and then we went to.
Very dangerous.
Yeah, no wonder jaywalking is illegal, boy. It's all mad. You could kill yourself.
Easy.
And then we
Crazy girls. That
Yeah,
was
but
meant
we
to
didn't get into
we
Crazy
didn't
We
bother.
didn't get into crazy
We
girls.
didn't bother. You know what's a letdown out here? That the alcohol rules.
What do you mean?
No
got
alcohol
far.
served after 2 o'clock. Because I feel like that's the time you've done what you need to do. You're unwinding with whoever you want to unwind with.
But most of the parties for here finish at 2 o'clock.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, it's done. It's so early.
That's what's been really disappointing.
Yeah.
Right? Because like when you go to New York, you go to Nigeria, you go to Jamaica, the parties just never finish. Like you go from place, they got to start at 2 o'clock. So it was a bit
Yeah.
wild. Like,
And the thing is with the parties as well, they're like half an hour away from each other.
Yeah.
So you have to drive.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're on a mission. Do you know what I mean?
100%.
but yeah, and then
Next day.
It was a sleepy day as well.
No,
No,
went
we-
to that nice restaurant and we bumped into.
We went to Catch.
That was nice
We went to
day.
Catch,
Yeah.
We went to Catch.
Went to Catch, and then Julie came down. Big up
to
Julie.
Adenuga. Shout out to Zena as well, Ricky Blue.
Yeah.
They're all in there. What do you guys think of Catch?
I liked it.
Yeah.
That's Nicky's type of flavors, though.
Yeah, I liked it, but you know what? I didn't like the host. No, not the fake bums. There was a lot of fake. There was a lot of
There was
fake.
a lot of fake
but
bums in
LA's got fake
Hella
bums.
funny bums, you're right.
hella
What was that
funny
rapper
bums.
that was in there again?
Ty Dolla $ign.
Tyler Dunn was in there.
Who's that?
Yeah.
Tyler
But the
was-
food was nice. I think it was decent. It was decent. I think we was lucky because we got a seat at the bar.
Yeah.
And obviously the time to wait for a table was like 2 hours or 3
We didn't
hours.
actually book.
We didn't book.
Not knowing.
Yeah, but we've been pulling up.
Yeah, we just be rolling, innit?
Soho House, and you say, "Oh, why didn't you book in advance?"
Bare of us.
I just got 10 people. I'm sorry.
Bare of us.
I mean, what are you gonna do? Send us away? So yeah, it was nice to catch up with everyone impromptu as well. There was a lot of people there impromptu. There was these 2 young producers. Can't remember their name. One of them's called TSB, and the other one might be called, I can't remember his name. It's a Nigerian name as well. But TSB, he produced 3 tracks on J Os's album. Produced track 1. Yeah,
Big
big
up
up
to
J Os.
J-Os.
The album's banging. We've been playing track 14, Deeper Than Rap.
Straight.
Deeper Than Rap.
That's
We've
right.
been playing that a lot. The little freestyle type.
100%.
Shit. Been banging that here. But yeah, J Hos's, that kid produced track 1, 2, and 3, and 10 or something like that. And then we met another kid that produced on Burna Boy's album with Ricky Blue yesterday. So yeah, so that was a good look. And then where
To the shopping mall.
we went to the mall, Melrose. We got round two.
Round 2.
So if you want your trainers, like your one-away trainers, we went to round 2 twice, didn't we? So we went on Saturday or Friday.
We went to. So what was the first time we went?
Friday?
Was that Friday?
Yeah, went on Friday, and then we went yesterday. Yeah, and so yeah, round 2, the man them copped a few Yeezys. Big up the man them spending money. I'm not gonna put no one
on
blast.
blast.
But
But
yeah,
sometimes
big
I
up
have to
the
do
man
what I gotta do.
But yeah, and then yesterday night though, that's me and Lee's night.
Yeah, that was our story, boy.
No, we ain't finished.
we ain't even there.
Go on,
No,
We
no,
ain't
no.
finished.
You're forgetting a lot. You're
So then
forgetting
we
a lot.
went
I'm just
to.
skipping-
Then we
Oh,
went.
yeah,
We went Soho. Did we go Soho House?
Yeah, we did.
Soho House had some of more.
I met
of those
Brian
drinks.
Michael Cox, who's like one. He's like one of the illest producers ever. Produced for Jagged Edge, Mariah, Usher.
Was that the guy with the hat downstairs?
Nah, that was his friend.
That's his friend, yeah.
Oh.
So yeah, me and him are going to sit down and do a proper in-depth interview at some point. I had an opportunity to sit down with him, which was awesome. Big up to Will, who made the connection. But yeah, I felt like that Soho House, if you just sit there, you'll meet bare people.
Yeah. It's the plug. It's
I
the
could
plug.
just you could just sit there all day and
it's
see
the
what's
plug.
walking through. Mad. But what was dope for me, like the reaction that Burna Boy had for you, Brian Michael Cox had for me, because he had watched my Teddy Riley interview and he was like, "Yo, we got to do one day. Got to sit down. Love what you're doing for R&B in the UK." And da-da-da. So yeah, that was dope for me. So I had one of those kind of moments then, and then from there we got the text message to say, "Yo, come through to the crib." My friend Ray J, my boy Ray J. So
Yeah,
we went
big
to
up Ray J, man. That
we
was
went
sick.
to Ray J's house.
Yeah, that
And
was
all the way I kept on asking you, Ace, are we going to his house?
Yeah, are we really going to? I was like,
Nicky's the
yeah.
best. Nicky was like, no. You know, like I said, humans default to truth. Nicky defaults to lie. It's like, are you lying to me? Nicky's position is naturally like, no, you must be lying.
Yeah.
Whereas everyone else is like, what, if he says we're going to his house, we're going to his house.
Yeah,
Nicky's
bro.
like, no, I don't believe it. Nicky kept saying, so what, my man just invited you to his yard? Yeah, and then Ace is like, yeah. He said to knock on the door and his dad will let us in.
Yeah,
and it was like, what, his dad?
And when we got there,
But that's
true.
That's Brandy's dad.
His dad was right
No,
there.
that's
at the
Brandy and
door.
Ray J's dad.
His dad greeted
I was
us.
waiting for Brandy to walk down the stairs. That's all I was waiting for, Brandy to walk down the stairs, you know. It's that Moesha moment.
Trust me, it was like he's Ray J's family. So if you listen to my show, you'll know that whenever he's in the UK, he passes by the show. And I came here last year. I hung out with him as well. Whenever he's in London, we hang out or whatever. And yeah, he just invited us to the house. We went to the house.
The crib was...
Crib was nice.
was
Won't give his
crazy.
address or anything, but it was a really nice house. He showed us a lot of his new tech,
Yeah.
which was very impressive.
Incredible.
Incredible.
If you go on the Cut the Chat Insta story and main page, I might put it on the main page actually. It's got these bikes that were like some next Tron futuristic bikes, like electric bikes that, you know, they're digital as well, so you program it and all of that stuff.
Bluetooth, everything.
Yeah, he's got Bluetooth, and then he had the bike, he had scooters, he had like pedal bikes, he's got...
I wanted to get on the bike and the man them talked me out of it.
We were scared for you.
Well, it was we didn't want to see you come off of that thing.
You know, Ray J was shook really as well.
You know what? Ray J
I
said...
can ride bikes.
No,
I could ride bikes.
No, Ray J said, I wouldn't. And that was when I was like, nah, Nicky, you're not going on this thing.
Allow it, bro.
But he still was going to give you the keys.
Yeah,
I would have let you drive my baby.
I'm a rider though, I can ride bikes still, so I wasn't really worried, but I thought, you know what? The insurance thing out here is a bit mad still. I can't be in hospital, you know what I'm saying? So
it's like, was it like $2,000 if the ambulance just to come and get
it? Do you get what I'm saying?
It's mad.
It's all mad. But yeah, shout out to Ray J, man. Always shows love.
His dad as well, man. You know what? You know what I love to see. What I saw, like his dad was like so involved. Like he was happy that he's invested. You can see that his parents have invested in him and his sister from a young age, and they still got that investment. You know how his dad.
And you know, it's the investment's paid off. They can see it.
Yeah, they can see it.
They're living nice. You know what I mean?
They're living nice. So big up Ray J, man. That was definitely big up Ace for that one.
Yeah, man.
He spent a lot of time with us as well. You know what I like about people here, like, is that, like, someone said to Ricky Blue said, you will never have a rubbish meeting in LA. Like, you always have a good meeting, and like, but you know, it was just good to spend time with people. Like, for like Ray J to welcome us into his home, like, you know, just chilling, like playing music to us, showing us his tech, like watching the Grammys. Imagine like watching the Grammys with Ray J.
Mad, innit?
You know, like if you when you were listening to One Wish,
innit. You would have never thought that was
what part of your life?
You thought you were going to be on the couch, in the yard, innit, while the dogs are attacking you.
Mum and dad. Yeah, it was crazy. It was crazy, but
mad.
yeah, that's anything's possible in LA, man. You can just you're just right next to people that you've been watching on TV all your life. But the next story is the maddest story, though.
You lot come true with this story.
This one was mad. Last night was mad. Because I'm sleeping. Like, we're all tired now. We're mash up. We're sleeping. It's like 3...
I was the worst because I was gone from...
It's like 3 a.m. in the morning. Femi knocks on my door. Do you want to go out? Do you want to go out? I'm like, what do you mean do you want to go out? I'm half asleep. Yeah, we're going to Alicia Keys and Swiss's house. I'm like, what the fuck is this? I'm not sure if I'm sleeping or is this real? So I got up. I had to come and talk to him to make sure I wasn't dreaming. He's like, yeah, I'm going. I'm seeing him brush his teeth, getting ready. And I'm thinking, nah, these men are crazy. And then Lee got up. What happened, Lee? What happened?
Well, you know, man, I'm a rock and roll man, innit? So you tell me you got a motive at 3 in the morning. Boy, it felt like back in the day. You know, back in the day when you got a certain phone call from a certain someone. That's the only reason you were getting up. But obviously, Femi needed a... to be fair, I was always on board anyway. I know, you know, if I was in the UK, I probably would have been like, bruv, go back to bed. Yeah. But because I was thinking, I'm in LA, man. Only good could come of this. Do you get what I'm saying? So anyway, yeah, gave him the spot, gave him the Jazzy B and not Jazzy B, Jazzy Jeff and Will Smith spot. Put on the clothes out the door, boy. So they were trying to wake up too many man. And we
I didn't
hit the
even
roads.
bother with Ace. I didn't even know. Ace was out. I went into Ace's room, went into the ensuite, took my toothbrush and that, and then went straight to the next bathroom, brushed my teeth. I was like, nah.
I didn't even brush my teeth.
Ollie didn't even turn around. Ollie was like, nah, Ollie was out of it. Nicky, I was surprised Nicky wasn't on it. And then these times now, we're driving and it's empty outside.
Dead.
Lee's shook. I could feel it. Lee's like, Femi, have you got your driver's license? I'm like, oh, man. And then I check, can I do? Lee's like, fam, I've only seen 4 cars since we've been driving. And literally, we'd only seen 4. Like, I'm talking, we're driving high on the freeway. Like, there's no cars.
You gotta remember, it's a Sunday night as well.
Dead.
Yeah, it was
dead.
Oh, yeah, for real. It's Sunday,
it was
innit?
dead. These times I was driving, and then we're going into Beverly Hills, and it's just hilly. Just driving round and round and round and round. Lee's like, so... he turned into Nicky now. He's like, so we're going to drive into Alicia Keys'
On a drive?
We're gonna. I goes, I don't know. He goes, what? You're gonna pull up into a drive? He's kept saying it to me. I'm like, bro, I don't know. I don't know. He's like, but what's this address? Like, is it a club? I'm like, it can't be a club because all we can see around us is houses,
big mansions.
This is not a club thing. He's like, no, but so we're driving to Alicia Keys' house. I'm like, we're driving to a house. I don't know if it's her house. He's like, yeah, but I thought she lived in some next area. I'm like, bro, I'm just going to the address I've been given, and then we pull up. And then we see loads of cars. I think you were relaxed then.
Yeah. Because obviously that was the only because it was corners in it. So every corner you're going down, there's no. Or you see the drive, you see cars on the drive, but you can't see no cars on the road.
Remember, you got to tell them why you felt like this, Lee, because obviously it's 2 black boys in Beverly Hills.
Driving through Beverly Hills, looking out the window like we're on safari. You know what I'm saying? All squinting at the door numbers, trying to work out what number this is. And imagine we getting stopped and we tell the policeman, we're just going to Alicia Keys' house. Oh yeah, we're just going to Alicia Keys' house. You know her? No, we don't really know her like that, but she's expecting us. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, that would have been
so, do
messy.
you know what I mean? So yeah,
And then tell them about the door.
so we got to the door. We got to the house now, and there was a police car outside. Sirens were flashing, and they were just flashing in it, making no noise. And there was a lot of cars there. At this point, we've come out, we've got to the door, and security are like, nah, the police have locked it off. So we're like, our people are in there. We're just gonna come in and say hello or whatever, show some love. And he's like, yeah, no, there's nothing I can do about it. So after a little bit of talking to him, he's worked out there with English. We're giving him the Cockney comes back out again. Do you get what I'm saying? The old boy and Rodney start working. But to be honest with you, we weren't really trying to hustle. He would just come with honest conversation. Femi already told him friends are in there.
We'll just chill here till they come out.
Yeah, do you get what I'm saying? We was going to wait for them to come out. And the geezer was obviously impressed by just how we were carrying ourselves. He bypassed the police and just kind of like shimmied us in, like with that basically saying, hold it down and just come in. Bam. And that was it. We were in the house.
In the dance.
In the house.
And Alicia Keys and Swiss Beat. Like, these times now, the guys, like, there's about 20 people left in there. Like, why do you want to go in? It's dead. Like, it's been locked off. And obviously, you're thinking 20 people. Alicia and Swiss Beats must have left.
Yeah, to be fair.
To be fair, you think that they left. And then we've just pulled in. And they were...
Right there.
Them and their entourage were part of the 20 people. They were most of the party.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm like, raw. And they're right there. They're like sitting as far to me as you are, Ace.
Mad.
And then obviously, I froze.
Serious.
I saw Alicia Keys.
You know what happened? The moment happened too quick. We weren't warm.
Right.
Have you been warm, had a vibe, maybe had a juice,
Yeah.
and then, Alicia, what? Do you get what I'm saying? But it was like, bam, let's make moves. We've got to active.
Mad.
And she was there, man. And my friend was taking a picture of her brethren with her.
She had just hosted the Grammys.
She had just hosted the Grammys. And I didn't get a picture to commemorate that moment. And then even today I was listening to Swiss Beats. I'm like, this is one of the icons that I grew up on. It's one of the producers that I've loved all my life. And then we just saw him like he was grabbing up Alicia Keys on a yash. He was like, baby, let's go.
Yeah, he was trying to make moves.
He was trying to make moves that night, boy. But yeah, that was it. That was the adventure last night, boy. I don't know what adventure is going to happen tonight, but Ace has got to go.
Yeah. I'm leaving to come back to the UK. They're actually going to get 2 podcasts this week.
Nah, you can do one with D in the morning.
D when I get back today.
Oh, is it?
Tomorrow.
Tuesday.
I don't know. I'm confused
Tuesday.
about what time it is.
Tuesday.
Monday, so
Yeah.
you get back on Tuesday and you do our Damon then.
There you go. But other than that, it's been a good trip, man.
It has.
We'll
Been
be back,
amazing.
man.
It's been an amazing trip. It's been
Yeah,
an amazing
man.
trip, except from the Kobe thing.
Yeah.
I think that's going to change everybody's outlook on life. You know, I think you just need to enjoy life every second, every minute of the day, because nothing's promised to you, you know, like just as quick as that, their life is gone, you know. So I feel like if you need to do something, just do it now, man.
Definitely.
Tomorrow's not promised to none of us.
And I'll just say this is the city for, if you're a creative, like I know we preach London and UK a lot and Team UK and all that shit. Sorry, it's not shit, but like if you really want to start doing bits, you need to travel. And I think this would definitely be like one of the cities that you should come to. Just get the vibe, man. It's quite inspiring. And I think, like you lot were saying, it's good to be with a squad and people that are like-minded, that are also trying to make moves. So, what, as a singer, Ricardo, is this not like one of the best places to be?
100%.
Yeah,
100%.
why not?
Your mindset just blows wide open. You kind of just see that everything is available and accessible. Nothing's a dream anymore. It's all like, actually, I can do it. I just got to work a little bit harder, rather than actually, I don't know how it's going to happen, what has to align. Yeah, man, it's a mindset change. And big up Femi and Nicky, you know.
Yeah.
Seeing them just on their moves this week has been like, you know what? That's how you do it. That's how you make things happen. So yeah, man, it's been a really good trip. I'm gonna make some music tonight, tomorrow. It's gonna be levels. Coming back to mash up the thing.
Love that. Love that.
Wicked. Ace, safe flight.
Yeah, man. Thank you.
God bless, you know.
Big up.
Thank you for the experience as well once again.
It was dope.
Man, it was a pleasure.
For real. Anything we're missing?
Yeah.
Did we miss anything?
We've missed things that we can't really talk about. We've kept it PG.
We've kept it 100% PG. But there you go. All right, that was just a quick episode. Cut the chat. Live from LA. Till next time, rate, subscribe, comment. Peace.
No, but really,
hey, we're outside, by the way, if you heard all of these cars
all
and
the
trucks.
birds and
Yeah,
the
that's
cars
not,
tweeting.
we're not in a
All
studio.
you insisted on us
We are outside.
filming outside
Yeah.
because we wanted to get visuals of mountains and hills and stuff.
There's a helicopter.
And helicopters. But yeah, we are lit and we are outside. But really rate, subscribe and comment though, because I can't stand all you fake Cut the Chat fans. Fake, like keep Cut the Chat to yourself. It's like the best kept secret. No, let other people hear it, man. Keep us
Share that,
motivated. Like help us grow in 2020. Amen.
Sure.
Peace.
Peace.
Done.